Disclaimer. Under section Copyright Disclaimer. Under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976, allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news, reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Non-profit educational or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use. Viewer discretion is advised.
They're trying to freeze the Leviathan.
Proven as facts in this video. So let's just dive straight into the clips. I'll come back at the middle of this video and at the end of this video to give my own 2 cents, my own piece. Okay, let's get into it.
Not just a random winter storm, y'all. They are trying to freeze the Leviathan that has been awakening in Antarctica. This Leviathan has been unthawing and causing earthquakes around the world. Earthquakes in places that don't even experience stuff like that. Why do y'all think they're trying so hard to leave Earth? When people be saying it's the end of the world, they can feel something near, that's exactly what it is. And now you have Elon Musk who's trying to go to Mars. But you know you can't just pick up and take off to Mars. He has been creating the electronic cars and robots as well because he plans to dig tunnels when he gets there. And guess who's going to be doing all the work? Yeah, the robots. And there's not going to be any gas sources to fuel cars, which is how his electronic cars are going to run once he's over there. And you know what they said, the head of the Leviathan is in Venezuela. So when they was trying to send off them bombs, that was their attempt to try to blind the dragon, y'all. I don't know what the fuck, but they better hope that shit works.
And baby, they saying that the Leviathan or Leviathan, however you say the name, creature, dragon, whatever from the Bible is in the ocean right now, and that he finna come and he finna end the whole world. Baby, all I know is they need to hurry up and freeze this dragon. They say that's why they having cold fronts and all of that, is because they want to freeze the dragon back so he don't wake up and end the whole world. Baby, y'all need to hurry up because I'm cold and I have low iron. Me and the cold don't go well together. So I need y'all to freeze that book as soon as y'all can. Get this shit over with. Let's keep it moving.
Shit. Look at this. Look at the eyes. Look at that. Now ask yourself this. Oh, shit. Hold on. Isn't that ice? Hold on. Oh, hold on. Could that would be what's going on in Antarctica, in the Caribbeans, y'all? Cause look at this. What? Look at the ice. Now look at Venezuela. Look at this, y'all. Hold on. Do y'all know that Venezuela originally means Little Venice? They gave it the name Little Venice. Like, break down that word Venice. Ven ice. Ven ice. Little Ven ice. So big Ven ice over here, right? And then Little Ven ice. Are they trying to tell us something? Because again, the process of brumation.
Extreme cold, alligators enter brumation. They freeze in place with their heads above the ice so they can breathe. Watch this. That blink? They're alive.
See, I truly believe that this is the same thing that's going on over here, that they're using high-level technology to freeze this in place. Because why would you name Venezuela, right? Little Venice, Little Ven ice. Then you got all this ice over here, and then reptilian heads around this. This is crazy, y'all. But let me know what you guys think about this video. The shift is here. Let's get it. Peace.
So now we got a dragon on our hands. Remember, they told us, oh, aliens weren't real. People was crazy for what they were seeing in the sky. Whole times the aliens was in the water. They knew that 'cause they put that shit in the movies.
Okay, I think we're good here. Woo! Okay. Shalom, beloved brothers and sisters, Jews and Gentiles alike. Welcome. Thank you for being here. It is good to be here. Today is Noga, January 30th, 2026. And it's currently 4:46 p.m. Eastern Time, pre-recorded. Great glory to the Mighty One. Thank you for the Grand Architect. Thank you for the Holy Spirit, our Mother. Give me a good rest and give my brothers and sisters a good rest. Now let's get into this. What seems to be the problem here? What is going on, beloved? What seems to be the issue? What is it that every single time, I hope this thing is loud enough because I'm trying to make this video for a while now. This freaking computer is quite old, and this is the only computer that can do the job that we wanted because the others can't. They don't build them like this anymore. This thing is about 9 years old right now. It's running well. It's 10 years old because it's 2016. So, beloved, we are seeing issues with the weather. Now, this shouldn't be shocking anyone here that's been here. You've been studying since 2019, late 2019 to now 2020. Some of you get 2021. If you've been studying or watching us for the past 2 weeks, you should be able to know what's going on here. And if you're one of us, you should not be moved. You should not be dismayed. Everything is working in accordance to the prophecy that the Holy One has given unto us. We are seeing things unfolding before our eyes. And what you are seeing here with the weather and the Leviathan, so to speak, it's 83, specifically black Christian, try to hijack something that cannot be hijacked and give the credit to men and give the credit to the elites and give the credit to Elon Musk. And we know those people have no power whatsoever. They can't do none of those things, whatever those people are claiming in this video. This is their opinion. I do not need to respect it. I do not need to discuss this. And I will not discuss this. Because what's going on here is plague number 6, okay? Increase of hail and snow. From the 10 plagues of the apocalypse of Abraham. We do this all the time here. This is something that we study. This is the unfolding of Genesis 15 verse 14. And that nation whom they shall serve will I judge. And when Abraham asked the angels, all the 4 angels that were there with him, Michael, Raphael, Gabriel, and Uriel. And Raphael responded unto him. He said, the Holy One will judge them through 10 plagues. And those 10 plagues are pretty much expendable, okay? And number 6 is one of them. You see, when 83 had the blessing, the ability to fly, the ability to navigate upon the sea, the ability to drive upon the land, the ability to ride upon the land, and whether in their train or motorcycle or bike or whatever the apparatus vehicle is part, or shall I say, was part of the blessing. Now, since the blessing is done, you are going to see, or at least perceive, that something is wrong. And I'm not saying things are not the same. Something is wrong. This is not right at all. It's not, it is, something is abnormal or not normal. Nope, this is wrong. Yea, in the summer, if it is raining in the summer, and you feel a little cool breeze, for the entire summer, this is abnormal, but not wrong. It's abnormal, but not wrong. It's the summer. It's just a cool summer. There is breeze and it's raining. Because of the rain, it's cool. But if it's in the summer, it is snowing. Not I'm saying that it is the summer now, but if it is in the summer, it is snowing. If you go out there, you'll freeze to death. Then this is wrong. It is not this is not abnormal. We no longer in the space or situation that things are abnormal. See, 2020 was abnormal. Right now, the situation is wrong. Right now, everything that happened, at least in the lens of 83, it is wrong. And there is many reasons for that. Primary reason, 400 years over. Genesis 15 verse 13. The number 10, of course. We know about these things, and what they try to do, beloved, is to control the narrative and come out there and say, oh, please, elite, go kill the Leviathan, the Leviathan. Go kill this mighty beast. Do you know what the word Leviathan mean? Do you know what the word Atan, Levi means? You see, when you break it down, oh boy, let's see what we're gonna get here with Google. I have it in my phone, but for some reason, oops, you know what? Let me just get it that way. Oh, man, what's going on with this thing here? Okay, good grief, man. This thing, trying to do this right here. Oh, okay, this is not, numlock is not, okay, you know what, let me just get it right here. Excuse me. Let's see, Google AI mode, because, you know, we are the pioneer of using AI, all right? What does the name Levi means? Nathan, Jonathan, and Ethan means. Okay, well. Oh boy. Let me just see. Can I okay, you know what? Give me a second. Let me go get Gemini. You know, it's better. All right, so let's see if this one's going to help, okay? Now, what do the names Levi, Levi, Nathan, Nathan, Jonathan, oh, I forgot one more, Jonathan, and Ethan mean? Attends. When we are talking about Levi, I already went into this, so I'm just going to talk about it. The name Levi, Hebrew, Louis or Lubi, meaning join, attach, adhere, join unto. The name Levi means join unto, the third son of Jacob and Leah. His mother named him Levi with the hope that her husband would now be joining to her more closely. He became the ancestors of the tribe of Levi, the Levites, who were the priestly tribe of Israel, Yasharala. The reason why Leah named her third son Levi, he wanted his husband Jacob, to be closer to her. And she wanted, it means join unto God. That's what Levi means. So the Most High will favor her. Now, you typically hear the name Nathan, okay? Some people name, we got brother Nathan in the midst, brother Nate, meaning he gave. Nathan was a prophet, a student of Samuel. And after Samuel death, Nathan become the mighty one, the mighty prophet. Nathan was the one who scolded David. Nathan was David's advisor. Nathan was the right hand of the ruling class of David kingdom back when David was ruling. Joab was the left hand. Nathan was the high priest back then that was go ahead and telling not David, the Solomon. Wait, no, yes, it was David. It's a little bit confusing. It was Nathan to David. Nathan was the one who scolded David when he took the wife. Well, she seduced him because she knew David was a pervert, watching women and stuff like. He was the king, you know. You can't. Judah don't give a crap. Judah will watch you. Judah will murder you and take your woman. But anyway, Nathan mean he gave. Okay, no, Nathan, Hebrew. Okay, well, the verb Nathan means to give. And Hebrew as a name, it is essentially means gift or giver. It is often viewed as a shorten from the names El Nathan or Nathaniel, meaning God has given. But in the standalones, the name prominent prophet in the Bible who advised King David. Yes, that's why King David. Okay, there is Jonathan, Jonathan, Jonah. All right, we'll need the Jonah. Of course, beloved, you know how we do things here. Oh, I forgot to ask the AI to, define the name Nathan, but Jonah. It should be able to. Yeah, well, Jonah origin meaning dove. And who is the dove? Jonah, dove, pigeon, column, flying, the Holy Spirit, our mother, which is indeed in the midst. In the Bible, Jonah is a prophet best known for his attempt to flee from God's command to preach in the city of Nineveh, leading to him being swallowed by a great fish, often depicted as a whale. The name literally means dove, a bird often associated with peace. The biblical figure of Jonah is often associated with reluctance and eventually obedience. Jonathan means God has given peace. God had given a dove. You see, Jonah was swallowed by a great fish, a great whale. Yea, indeed, Leviathan, the meaning of the grosso modo meaning of a Leviathan mean a sea monster. Just any kind of, like a blue whale is a Leviathan. It's considering a sea monster because it is big. You know, the blue whale is the biggest known to 83, but there are bigger things that are bigger than a blue whale. Okay, so now you got Jonathan, Nathan, and you got Ethan, which is number 3, 4. Ethan, Greek. Which means immortal or eternal life. We will take immortal. So then the codex, the last name, codex, Ethan mean immortal. Levi, join unto to the immortal one. Leviathan literally mean this beast is immortal. Not only this thing is immortal, and then is here to bring peace. Not to certain people, it only here to bring peace to our people. To us. Ethan is usually shortened from a Greek name Athanasios. It is derived from the Greek a without and thanatos, death. This thing is without death. The Leviathan is without death. So the name Leviathan literally means this thing that joined unto the immortal, this thing that joined unto the great one. This is the Most High God Almighty Pitbull. This is his hunting dog. Are you familiar with the dog of conquest? Are you aware of the dog of conquest? Do you study the dog, the codex, the Florentine Codex? You see, the Leviathan is a mighty creature. Now, in the Bible, they speak about the Leviathan and things like that. And here, through our studies, through our private studies, through Patreon, through our private studies under the masters, we learned that the Leviathan was a key professor in the University of Atlantis back when we were in Atlantis. Most, if not all, of the Atlantean technology came from the Leviathan. There's a sister here in the midst of us. She had used the book called the Old Ones. Okay, there's a book called the Old Ones. Let me see. Usually we don't do that. Let me see if I can pull that book. Oops. Oops. The old one. The book. Not by Lovecraft though. It's not that one. Is it this one? No. No, not this one. It's is it old one? It's similar to the one by Lovecraft. So the sister could remind me of the name of the book. Actually, I sent it to her. I forgot the name of it. But yes, it is similar to the old one. Okay, the old one. All right, let's see Cthulhu. Cthulhu. There you go. All right, Cthulhu. All right, this is a visual of Cthulhu. All right, the Leviathan or whatever we want to call it. In this book, they give details how to communicate and talk to those things. And the sister use it, we use it, and we receive response and things. Those things are actually real. They look scary, but they are highly super intelligent. Most, if not all, the Atlantean technology came from the Leviathan. And Haitian, well, it's not mythology, but in Haitian voodoo, the name is Metagwe. So this is the mighty Leviathan. Okay, there you go. All right, so all right, this is Metagwe here. Some people might call it Poseidon, and he's the husband of La Sirene, or aka the mermaid. All right, and whoever is doing this thing, avoid not to give them dreadlocks or any other thing that you're doing, because that's what the AI is taught. All black men have dreadlocks and smoke weed and stuff like that and be angry all the time. But that's how they train the AI. But no, that's not what that is. Okay, so Agwe, Lord of the Sea, Metagwe, that's the name it is known in voodooology, so to speak. All right, he is a professor. He was a professor in University of Atlantis when Atlantis had, the university. And Catholic Church, it is known as Saint. I forgot the name of this saint. It was known as Hebrew Brethren, or Saint Ulrich. Okay, Saint Ulrich. Ulrich was known as the Leviathan, the fish, and things like that. The fisher, become the hunter and all that. It's all connected and things. So, all right. And then Imamu is his symbol. Imamu is the name of the captain of the boat. Okay, it's not actually, this is the symbol of the Metagwe, aka the Leviathan. This is where they copy the Poseidons and all that stuff. All right, and none of those so-called Greek technology is actually their stuff. They just swagger jack everything, as Brother Big Judah proved, and brothers been proving, and sisters. Those people just swagger jack everything and then they claim it's theirs. Okay, so and in our learning, we know that he was a professor and he showed all the technology. For instance, Aquaman. Right. So Aquaman is what this is not science fiction, beloved. Okay, to a lot of people it is, but it is not. Okay, this is actually real. Those things, those beings, those entities, they are real. All right. So Aquaman, Atlantis. We'll get into the videos, okay, beloved. You know, this is how we do this thing. This is not fantasies. Okay, this isn't something they fantasize. This is, they have records. They have books that they hide from the general public, especially our people, and they tell those stories of this. And they have technologies, okay, that display the Star Wars holograph. They can see those things. They know those people. Okay, they are the descendant are still there upon Atlantis. I keep saying this thing in French. They're still there, okay? They still, this is their land. You know, they are still, they have many names now. They are called Black. They are called Haitian. They are called this. They are still here. They are still here. Those people are still here. They are well aware of that, all right? So the Leviathan is not, in its true form, a monster that destroy and things like that. It can do this. But this thing bring peace, knowledge, and a lot of things. And those things are here. We studied, and then again, we had stories where people that went there and come back and explain to us the things that they see there. Okay? And I'm not making this up. You can ask anyone that's been following us here. Okay? They watch this thing. They see it. Okay? They've been there. So now, back to the video. What you are seeing, you see a bunch of Christians and pretending now for whatever that reason they want to talk about the Leviathan. When they spend their entire whatever blessing that they have or time they have vilifying these beasts, vilifying dragons, vilifying the snakes. The snake is the most hated animal in the Bible because you Christian, you Catholic Christian was the one who come up with this garbage that the snake was the one who tempted the women and the women made the men sin. And then ever since the Most High cursed the snake to walk on his belly, that's why you know the snake was a representation of wisdom of our people. You on purpose, not misinterpreted. Not, rather, I shall say, you did this on purpose, which is misinterpreted. Or you did this on purpose. You did not tell the original story. You did not tell the proper story because it is not for you to tell. You vilify the snakes in pretty much anything. There's a sacred snake in Haiti, which is the proper name for it, called this is a sacred snake. Well, it's called a couleuvre. It's a grass snake. It's actually it's eyeless. Okay. Well, the name couleuvre is just like this is a serpent. Okay. Well, this is French right there. Ok, la couleuvre est un serpent non venimeux ou dont le venin est inoffensif pour l'homme. Appartenant à une principale famille des Colubridae, na créaté et Dipsadidae. It says here the couleuvre or the snake is a serpent. It's a non-venomous serpent, which his venom is ineffective or inoffensive to mankind. So, and it doesn't bite either. It's actually people, they use, well, this is the popular representation of the couleuvre. In Haitian culture, you know, if they call you, they say, well, you've been lying there like a couleuvre, like being lazy under a rock and stuff like that. So that's where they get the term. And it is not actually, we are the little snake, of course, beloved, you know, Moses and the serpent staff. Okay, Moses and desert, so to speak, use the snake or the serpent to cue the others. And health logo. Health logo. There you go. And the double snake, the double helix, the Greek god or whatever they want to, to talk about this, but it is not from the Greek. I forgot the name of this guy. Let me see if I can get it here. What was the name of the Greek fellow that has the health logo as two double snake like the helix? Hopefully they understand me. I forgot his name. No, it's not Hermes. Is it? What? Caduceus. Was it Hermes? Hermes, the Caduceus, the symbol of two snakes intertwined in a double helix, often with wings on top, is the Caduceus. In Greek mythology, this was one of the stuff carried by Hermes, the messengers of gods. He was the god of commerce, thieves, and travelers, not medicine. There we go. Asclepius, the rod of Asclepius. That's the dude. Asclepius or Asclepius. The actual Greek god of medicine and healing is Asclepius. His symbol is a single staff with only one snake wrapped around it. This is the historical correct symbol of the health organization like the World Health, okay? All right, so health snake staff. Okay, let's put snake staff. There are plenty of other things that related to the snake which been vilified by you, Christian. Okay, there you go. All right, this is the medical one. You can see them in the back of the ambulance and doing the shooting over there in Norwegia in the bank, the ambulance would that pick up the whatever 40 people that died in that nightclub. You could see the snake in there and things like that. Okay, this is a symbol of health, knowledge, wisdom that has nothing to do with the actual snake that come to kill people. But you Christian took this thing, okay? You made it known that it is evil. You go out there, you destroy our people. You vilify our people. You fly yourself as the eagle. You bought the eagle, the emblem. You bought all these things. You are this, you are that. And then now, at the end, you want to come up and explain things how 83 has so much power. Excuse me. They're going to freeze an immortal being. A being in the book of Job that the Holy One was just talking to Job. They were having a Philo. They were having Sophia in the midst of them. They were going back and forth and talking and discussing things. And they brought the Leviathan in there. There are multiple Leviathans, but they are the main one that wrap around the earth. This one is for the ages. Metagwe, the real professor back in Atlantis. That thing has all the knowledge you could possibly imagine you can have. If you go to this thing seeking knowledge, it will, and this is one of those creatures that is one of those entities that will probably give you the knowledge that you're looking for. And 83 are well aware of that, because the issue with our people, especially Haitian folk, they don't need knowledge at all. Most of them need bull bullet. Most of them need lottery numbers. Most of them are gamblers. Most of them need treasures. They don't need the knowledge. They don't know most of them don't know what to do with it. It's only a few, less than 1% know what it is. It's pretty much everywhere in every culture. Most people, when they encounter, and a being, especially some kind of angel, they will ask for money. Or if it's a demon, they will ask to make a pact so they can be rich and famous. Now, you Christian disguise yourself as some kind of like conscious wake up people online. You are not. There's no such thing as a conscious Christian. And you people are now coming out there. We got brothers and sisters that have been putting work for a very long time. Like Brother Conscious Juice and all the other brothers that have been bringing things. And now a bunch of you people are giving glory to Elon Musk, how he's building things on Mars. He's going to have war back. First of all, he was going to take over the earth. Okay, he was going to take over the earth and AI and kill everybody and then rule over those robots that he's going to have sex with. And then now he changed his mind. He's going to go to Mars. And he can't go to Mars because people are trying to forget about 3i Atlas. Okay? You think this weather that you're experiencing right now is something that is, normal? In the beginning of this video, we already told you the word normal is gone. Abnormal is gone. Everything is wrong now. See, this thing is causing, it's two things. As above, so below. If you have a huge object that is up there, which is not a comet, then you should have one in the sea, which is not an animal. 3i Atlas or CI Atlas have direct connection with the Leviathan. They communicated. Those things can do things that the average mind or the mind of a scientist has no concept of. There is a tandem between them. There is a symbiotic relation between 3i Atlas and the mighty Leviathan. During the whole Leviathan thing was still going on online, I received email, phone call, voicemail from people, and a lot of people said, Big Levi, look at those people right now. They finally catching up. They're finally discussing what we've been discussing for years. They're catching up now. And then they are making this thing as if it is the elite doing this, as if they can actually kill and shoot this thing. There is another one, which is one of my favorite, called the Sulanuf. The Sulanuf is rarely talked about. And we will move this to the Sulanuf. Oops. The Sulanuf. I forgot to put, okay. All right, the Sulanuf is another beast. Most of the time, people seeing the Sulanuf. And if you see the Sulanuf, probably the only thing that it is quite fast. The Sulanuf is there. And her expertise, I think that's one of my video. Is it mine? Is it my video? Copyright disclaimer. Oh, yes. Under section 107 of the copyright. That's my video 2 years ago, October 20. We've been doing this, and then this is the proof of the Leviathan. Okay, they filmed this thing. This is real. All right, watch this. Mud Fossil is the guy you.
All four running.
Jim, it's going well. We had some serious bouts of wind, but other than that, things are fairly well set up here. We've got some continuous time lapse going.
It's starting at him.
This is the Leviathan moving.
Oh, wait.
All right, this is not glacier. This is the actual being moving under the ice.
Okay, bye.
And they knew this. That's why they sent those guys right over there to film this. Look at this.
Holy shit, look at that big bird rolling. All four running, right?
Yeah.
Okay, this is not ice movement. Look at this thing. It's moving. It's
Look at the whole thing.
And the guy keeps saying, look at this. He can't say the word. Plus they cut the video anyway. All right. Okay. It's the Leviathan moving. Okay, look at this dark thing right here. All right. This is not ice melted or the ice is tilting. Shalom, beloved brothers and sisters, Jews and Gentiles alike. Welcome. This is your humble servant, Big Levi, and today is Shemesh, October the 8th, 2023, and it's currently 9:32 a.m. pre-recorded Eastern Time. Great glory. Thank you for being here, beloved. Today we are going to, we are discussing the Leviathan. This video that you just see here, or the video that you're watching here, was suggested unto us by unto the public by Mud Fossil. If you're not familiar with Mud Fossil, and he's pretty good. Mud Fossil is the guy you need to go if you want to know about the ancient giants or the ancient earth, and everything that he's been saying is quite solid. Okay. Okay, now. Yeah.
So
come on. What is
and
this?
in this video we talk about the Leviathan and things like that. Okay. All right.
Listen. Okay.
Watch.
This those look at this black thing under there. Look at this black. That's the water. The water is all white or clear, but it seems there is a black thing in it. And those guys saw it. They saw the creature move, and they caught the video. Okay. All right. Look at this. Okay. Look at the black stuff right there. Okay. All right. And look at this. Look at how this thing is putting his head. Look at this black stuff right here. This is not the ice breaking, beloved. Okay, it's something moving in there.
His eyes moving.
Look how this part is just staying still, but this part is just flipping as if it was covering something that was sleeping for thousands of years, and somehow this thing got wake up.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay. It's just twisting.
Look at this.
back.
Look at this.
Okay. Look at this.
Look at that.
Twisting.
Okay.
And this video was
look at the
heavily
movement
edited.
of the water. This is not ice breaking, man. This is something under there. Look this black stuff right here. Okay, look at this. Look.
Look. You see, this is
Look.
the face, the Godzilla face. This thing has eyes here, eyes there, and mouth. This is a Godzilla type of monster. Okay.
Look at this. This is mouth. This is eyes. This is snout and nose. Okay. Let's see. Oh boy. There we go. See if we can get this. This thing look like a giant turtle. Or tortoise. Let's look at tortoise. Tortoise face. Okay.
Look like a giant tortoise. But
Which one is look? I would say look closer. You know, tortoise they can't swim. They don't live in the water.
those things actually cannot swim. You know.
I'd say this one look probably closer. Okay. We'll take a turtle. Let's take a turtle. Because the tortoise, they can't swim. If you drop them in water, they'll just drown.
They'll just drown and die.
A turtle.
I was shocked when I found out. Like, hey, tortoise actually can't swim.
Okay. What about the river turtles? Are they?
But nonetheless, let me go to the place where the guy was.
It can just, with its tail, it can just break up Manhattan, destroy everything.
That's a magical.
Let's see how big it was.
Event that we just looked at. We'll resort to some illustrations again to give you a sense of scale. It's as if the entire lower tip of Manhattan broke off.
Okay, this is how big this thing is, and that was like on that thing tail, whatever its head or tail was moving, and this is how huge. If this thing just lay its head or its tail upon Manhattan, it would just flatten it.
Just flatten Manhattan.
The thickness, the height of it, is equivalent to buildings that are 2.5 or 3 times higher than they are.
Okay, this is that thing, a tail.
It would have destroyed Manhattan.
It can just, with its tail, it can just break up Manhattan, destroy everything.
That's a magical, miraculous, horrible, scary thing.
It is.
I don't know that anybody's really seen the miracle and horror of that.
Because they saw the actual being. They saw the beast. They saw it. All right? we talk about this, and then we show the ancient map. All right, we show like the whole thing, and we show the Leviathan and the old map. We went all the way to this. We went to Brazil. We talk about the Little Mermaid, and then we talk about in Haiti over there. Okay, we talk about the map. You know, we talk about all this thing. All right, we show the island and those beasts, the Leviathans, the type of beasts they have in there. All of those are Leviathans, in other words, sea monsters and things like that, just to, you know, make the point. So you Christians are the one that destroy pretty much everything. You are the one that come out there, you lie. You say the Leviathan is the devil, is that now you people are coming out there and then try to swag at Jack. There's a dude online trying to break down the book of the book of Job, talking about how the Leviathan is a good animal that the Most High have, and it is going to come there to free them, to free the Christian. Well, the rapture is not happening. And you Christians are still here. We're kind of done with this. I don't want to go to the whole thing. You know, we're done with that. Okay, I'm gonna stop.
Sub-freezing temperature.
Okay, and you guys are coming out there just to try to control the narrative. You can't. You do not have the power. Like the brother said, you do not have the Holy Spirit. You need her to see those things. You guys are the one out there keep saying, "Oh, the Holy Spirit is another dude," because we have 3 dudes up there. God is a dude, the Holy Spirit is another dude, and Jesus is another dude. You got family of 3 dudes, and all the angels are men. Because that's how you people do. You excluded the female energy, both in the Greek, Roman church, and in the camps. And that's not how it worked. You need a man and a woman and a child to be a family. To raise a family, you don't need a man and a woman. You need an entire village, an entire place to raise this child. So you guys try to come over here and try to explain the code as something men is doing. As something, oh my God, please go kill this Leviathan, you know, because, you know, he's going to come over there to destroy us. This is anyone that are speaking against this thing. They don't want this stuff. This is in their spirit. Our brothers and sisters are very calm. They're not worried about this, and they know what's going on. At least the one that's been studying, they know this is plague number 6. Increase of hail and snow. The temperature going to drop quick. You're going to see people die through these things, man. They never seen anything like that. And it's going to get worse and worse. You see the summer is super hot and the winter is super cold. And beloved, the message is throughout all these videos. All of them has message in there. And only if she is with you, you will be able to read this. If she's not with you, you won't be able to read this. Before we move into this, beloved, I want to make an announcement. Great glory, beloved. Watch this. Huh. What happened here? Oh boy.
Happy Jubilee! The album will be released on February 22nd.
Pre-order now on Amazon and Apple. We hope you enjoy the album. Much love.
So, again, we have our album coming up.
Happy Jubilee! The album will be released on February 22nd.
Pre-order now on Amazon and Apple. We hope you enjoy the album. Much love.
There we go. So we have our album ready to be released February the 22nd. You can start ordering it tomorrow. Well, by the time you're watching this, tomorrow is our first day of the fast. Order the album on Amazon and Apple, pre-order. And then February the 22nd, the album will be released. And make sure you get this, and you can also pre-order the instrumentals also. We're having some issue with the acapella. The stores are keep rejecting them. But you can order the album and the instrumentals. Happy Jubilee is the name of the album, okay? As you can see here, his hand is upon the head of the Leviathan over there in South America or whatever. So the album will come. This is our second album. Great Glory, Beloved. Give the Holy One some praise and glory. We have another album coming for you, loaded with music, songs. We got about 15 tracks for you, and you will be the one that will listen to it. We'll have a party like we did before. We got videos and the work. Everything is here. You will be able to join us and watch the entire album and listen to the album with us. All right, so this is the album again. Happy Jubilee. We will play it multiple times.
Happy Jubilee! The album will be released on February 22nd.
Pre-order now on Amazon and Apple. We hope you enjoy the album. Much love.
All right. That's the album. Happy Jubilee. February 22nd, 2026. This is for the AK family. We work together on this. All right. And those are the music that are in there. And you can go get it. That's what we wanted to bring to your attention before we move in. You can pre-order on the 31st, which is tomorrow, the first day of the fast, January 31st. And the album will come out February 22nd.
Temperatures, those out in the cold for long periods, are definitely at risk. Action News reporter Leland Pinder is in Center City with more on a volunteer group that's working to make sure everyone stays warm and safe.
Showing love in Love Park on a frigid night. It's a weekly ritual for the Everywhere Project and its volunteers.
We have hand warmers, we have foil blankets, we have clothing, blankets, coats.
Cold weather necessities, a hot meal, pantry items, clothing, and harm reduction goods available to anyone in need. Their goal is to help people while treating them with dignity and respect.
On a Wednesday night, probably 75 to 80% of our people that are over here are unhoused. The other 20% have some type of housing but are food insecure.
Operation.
So again, his name is Thomas Free, okay, the Leviathan, Levi, and Aten join onto the immortal bringer of peace. Again, bringer of peace to a group of people. The other, not so much. All right. So as you can see here, people are struggling with the cold. Even before that, remember that huge fog that they had over there in California? Remember before that, the people over there in San Francisco and Sacramento, they were like, yo, this is not a normal cold. What the hell is going on with this cold? And that was again, a foreshadowing. Three-Eye Atlas is in the midst of this, and then it's bringing this cold from above and from below. The Leviathan and the Three-Eye Atlas, it's like two snakes, so to speak, that could cross with each other and form the helix, the holy helix. Okay.
Director Tom Fry estimates nearly half of their volunteers were once on the receiving end of the generosity, like Gary Nicholson.
They showed me something, like it wasn't the end for me. It showed me that I can get out of that hole that I was in and be something for somebody else.
The current deep freeze in the city is only about halfway complete until temperatures start to creep above freezing once again.
So again, when you look at this, you look at the remnant of those people. Christmas wasn't too long ago. That's like 30 days ago. and you don't feel, not only you don't feel the holiday spirit, which is dead, been dead for quite some time now, but you don't feel any joy, any things those people are looking forward to. The only thing that they're looking forward is to get out of here. Raptured, barely. Not paying. Dine and dash. But unfortunately for you people, this is not possible.
Again, it's so cold, the city's Office of Homeless Services canceled the PIT, or point-in-time count, scheduled for Wednesday night. That's when teams fan out citywide to account for the city's homeless.
They need help, and sometimes they cry out for help, and we tell them what.
Okay, another Thomas. Okay, to Wanda, to Akanda, Wanda, Thomas.
Places to go to get help.
Another major part of the work here is getting people connected with shelters or warming centers so they're not out in the cold. A new date for the point-in-time count has not yet been announced, but 24-hour warming centers are open across the city. You can go to our website, 6abc.com, for more on the locations and the...
So yeah, let's keep on moving, beloved. Okay. There you go.
And many of us are already preparing for that Florida freeze starting this weekend.
And this includes many tourists who likely will be disappointed by the weather. Local 10's Jolena Esperto is live in Hollywood Beach with reaction. Jolena.
Yeah, well, it's definitely warmed up since this morning, and you can tell that because you could even see some people enjoying the beach here, some even in their bathing suits. Some are a little more bundled up, but they're really soaking it in now while they can, because come tomorrow, come this weekend, they definitely won't be able to. It'll be way too cold. This cold weather is not the usual.
Okay, this is Fort Lauderdale. Well, no, is it Fort Lauderdale? South Florida. But Fort Lauderdale used to be packed. Okay, the capital of spring break. Yeah, it used to be packed. But the people are not there. And one thing they're going to say, well, it's because of the cold. Oh, it's because of the tariff. No, it's because of a bunch of those people are freaking no more. They are no longer here. And we'll show you what happened to those high caliber people, high quality people, high value men, as the community love to call them. Those are high value men. We'll show you what happened to those high value fellows.
Well, here in sunny South Florida, and the blizzard burr is here to stay for the weekend, but only worse. So for those who don't usually have to worry about this, like 3 Scoops ice cream owner Ben Murad, who serves up cold treats year-round, this weekend's cold snap is leaving quite the bitter taste.
I will have an extra coat and a layer on me, for sure.
Bobby Burrow is from Atlanta, and she moved to the beach to watch the sunsets in the warmth.
It's been really cold the last few days, but tomorrow I probably won't be here because it's going to be frigid. And they said on the news that it's the first time since 2010 that the weather is going to be frigid cold.
First time since 2000 what? You know what to do. You know what you need to put. Oh, good grief. You know what to do. You know what to put in the comment box, in the chat box. Since 2000. All right, let's listen to it again.
News that it's the first time since 2010.
Put it in there. Why? Genesis 15, verse 13. And he said unto Abraham, know for surety that thy seed thou shalt be a stranger in a land that is not theirs, and they shall serve them, and they shall afflict them 400 years. Yea, and did 16:19, 2019. Hey man, we've been caught in this loop for 6 years now. People think this is 2026. No, you're still in 2020. You see, the year only changed when the blessing was, which when things get better. That's when the year changed. But if things got worse and worse, that means you are not moving. That means you're stuck in a loop. If last year you were healthy, this year you become healthier. Next year you become a millionaire. The other year coming and you increase, that means the year is changing. But if this last year you were healthy, this year you become sick, and then the following you become sicker. You keep trapping being sick. You cannot heal. You keep your sickness is getting worse. Things don't change for you. And when people asking you, man, what changed? Hey, man, nothing changed. Same old bull, same old, same old. And you people are trapped. And this is plague number 6, increase of hail and snow. People are saying, oh, well, you know, the elite are making the earthquake, and the elite and this and the elite. Those Christians can't wait to give the so-called 83 the credit as 3 atlases in the midst here, because you'll see things like you're like, I remained silent during the whole thing, especially when the whole Mr. Maduro thing happened. I explained to this privately why they took Maduro. Maduro was not the first Caribbean or whatever that happened. He is a hint. (2021) Haitian assassination president. Okay. So in 2001, they assassinated the Haitian president at that time. All right. Those were American soldiers, Colombian soldiers, and Argentinian, Mexican, all some 83. They were there. We talk about this. Okay. All right. Let me show you. 4 suspects. Hopefully they don't ask me to pay or to subscribe to something. Okay. Those are the dudes that were involved in murdering of the president. Okay. Suspects in assassination of Haiti's president Jovenel Moïse. Among them, Haitian American citizen James Solanges left, and Joseph Vincent. Second left are shown in Port-au-Prince, Haiti, 2021. Officials said the suspect have been transferred. San Juan, Puerto Rico, 4 keys. Let's see what the name. Okay, all right. Include James Solange, 37, Joseph Vincent, 57, 2 Haitian Americans who were among the first arrested. They were ex-CIA agent. Okay. Okay. Also charged is Christian Emmanuel Sanon, an elderly pastor. Okay. The pastors, doctor, and fair businessman that authorities have identified as key players. So the pastors, okay, those fake pastors, they were a part of it. His association having suggests he was duped by the real and still unidentified mastermind behind the assassination that had plunged Haiti deep into political chaos and things like that. Okay, the 4th suspect was identified as Colombian citizen German Rivera Garcia, 44, nearly among 24 Colombian soldiers. All right, so all some 83 put together, they assassinate the brother. The reason is because, again, we explain it, Haiti cannot have, if you want to go get the blessing down there, you cannot have a president here and an army upon the land. And they're going to do the best they're going to do, you know, to do this. Maduro has met with this fellow, okay, with Jovenel, back in Turkey, okay, after he met with Russia. After the meeting, Vladimir Putin came out there and made the announcement, and he got killed. There was a reason why. Okay, so also 83 put together, the murder of the brother, because 1804, you know the story. There was the only group of people that stand up against them and actually beat them, and there was a reason why. So they still hold a grudge, and there's nothing they can do about it. So, you know, those dudes, Ariel Henry was part of it, okay? And even the guy wife, he was in there, part of it, also 83, and they literally murdered the fellow. And then that's why the place is like that. And it's supposed to, because what happened here is more of like a rage quit. Okay, this is his wife. She is part of it. Okay, and okay, so assassination president's widow among those indicted over his death. Okay, she gave all the details and tell everybody who paid and who did this and all of that. All the gangs, they told everyone, they even give proof that the American government, the Canadian government, are the one that send them the guns, and tell them to go places and destroy places and do things, killing people, raping and robbing, because those people are out of here. You know, there's nothing they can do. But nonetheless, beloved, that's why I didn't say anything about the Maduro thing. Most people will not understand. I explained it privately, and the people that were there, they understand and they know what's coming next. All right, 2010, 10, and the local news 1010. Local news over here in South Florida, my local news 10. We know what's in the mist. Let's keep on moving.
That the weather is going to be frigid cold.
Yeah, I move for the weather. Purely for the weather. That's it. Now it's going to be cold. That's it. Even for a New Yorker, it's cold.
Yeah. You're in shorts now, but can you do shorts again tomorrow?
Tomorrow, yes. Sunday, maybe not. Sunday's going to be in the 30s, right? So that's probably the sweatpants. I'll break them out for the one time in a year.
For growers in Miami-Dade, it's a race against the clock. Crews at San Mercurcio and Sons Farms are working to protect crops before the cold moves in. It's not just the cold, it's the wind.
Some forecasts are coming in at 31 degrees with a slight wind. If that wind should die, you know, the ice will settle and the plants can't take it.
So that prep for this cold coming up, that's dreaded. The cold coming up is pretty dreaded for everyone in South Florida. And then, of course, the aftermath could be harmful, too, as you just heard there. So Local 10's going to be here. We're going to bring you the latest on the conditions and what to expect. But for now, I'm reporting live from Hollywood Beach. Jolena Esperto, Local 10 News.
Big changes on the horizon. Okay, Jolena, thank you.
So, why is it so cold? Why is it those people are worried about the cold? Why is it that usually those people, this thing, they walking it off? They're like, yo, I got more history to worry about. I got the stock market. I got to watch out. I got my gold and silver and oil to invest in. You know, cryptocurrency. Whatever happened to cryptocurrency, man? Why is it like, what the hell? Because I love bitcoins, man. Bitcoins was, I love call it bitcoins because that's what it was. BIT numbers 0101111111111111111111111 Bitcoin, and then they call it crypto now, whatever. But anyway, let's keep on moving, beloved. Okay, remember, we will show you who are those high value men that are dying.
One of our big stories, returning to the latest on New York's ongoing effort to dig out from all the snow. As we take another icy look over the Hudson, you can see our cameras getting in position right there, right now. A lot of, still you can see some water there, but there's ices on the fridges, and as you continue to go north, it's iced over.
Yeah, it looks like glass out there.
Yeah.
Mayor Mamdani says that he expects the snow to be cleared away from all bus stops within the next 2 days. 300 additional city workers today were redirected to assist the 2,500 sanitation workers who are already working on all the snow removal. And over the past 10 days, the city has been able to move 600 homeless New Yorkers into shelters.
Eyewitness News reporter Darla Miles live on the Upper East Side with much more on that part of our story. Darla.
Well, David, if anyone has tried to get across the city since the snowstorm, this is what they're saying. They're seeing gridlock. You see all of these lanes of traffic. Sometimes it's almost like squeezing toothpaste back into a tube with all of the lanes that have narrowed because people are trying to get across the city. You have the sidewalks, you have the streets, and again, you still have people who are trying to get on buses who are having difficulty with all the snow still on the ground.
The pathway is so tiny. Only one person could go at a time. This is ridiculous.
Let me talk to you. What's going on?
Yo, this is ridiculous. This shouldn't even be like this.
It's a delicate, dangerous foot shuffle walking along Westchester Square in the Bronx Thursday morning.
This is unacceptable. You understand? I know they got all these plows out here. They need to come and plow this and let people walk. Somebody's going to hurt themselves.
The sidewalk, a crunchy, slushy obstacle course.
You got to walk in the street. Yeah. Just to get by, because there's no way for you to walk on the sidewalk, and then you're afraid the car gonna hit you. Even if you get on the bus, you got to go on the street. Yeah. You got to stand in the middle of the street. Pray to God he don't hit you.
4 days after the monster snowfall, there has not been a natural melting of the snow because of the below freezing temps. Snow melting operations going 24/7 in 8 locations across the city.
Typically, when we see this kind of snowfall, we then have the assistance of nature, the sun, melting that snow. What we're finding now instead is that we do not have that assistance.
Okay, let me go ahead and go into this. the fellow said, well, things like that, when they happen, we usually have the weather, nature, the sun will help us. And it will melt the snow, which make our job a little bit more easier and feasible. Not this time. Why? Well, things were behind the sun, man. And here's the dilemma, okay? Those people can't stand the cold. They can't stand the sun. They can't stay inside. They can't go outside. Beloved, trust me, man. When the Holy One said those people were looking for death, they can't find it. They won't find it. This is the worst case ever. When you on a situation, you cannot live, you cannot die. You want to live, you cannot live. You want to die, you cannot die. There's nothing you can do. You're trapped there. So, yeah.
Obviously, that is continuing. That cold streak is continuing late into next week.
The city trying to recruit some help, posting this video on social media.
I don't think they've done much. Everywhere I look, it's like that. Everywhere.
But a shovel on 51st Street in Long Island City may not be much help. Almost every single car on the block looked like cubes in an ice tray, caked under the ice and snow.
The car is abandoned. To me, it's abandoned. I mean, I don't know. They're going to have a hard time.
So again, back out here live in the gridlock that we've seen all across the city. We're on the Upper East Side. You know, we tried to get over from Long Island City, Queens this afternoon.
So, as you can see, this is not working too well for them. And they act like they don't know why.
Let's turn now to Action News reporter Brianna Gallagher, who's live from...
We watched this before.
Many of us, this cold is exhausting. And as Lee mentioned, the freezing temps, they're not leaving anytime soon.
Yeah, and if you're feeling cold fatigue, you are obviously not alone. Experts say the frigid weather impacts not only our physical health, but also our mental health.
And here's the thing with those people. Any little inconvenience, anything that mess with their illusion of blessing, they're tired of it. They already, this thing going on like for 4 days. Oh man, I'm already have this cold fatigue and I can't do this anymore. I can't do this Haitian anymore. I'm tired, it's cold. Why can't this go? Because they are used to things getting back to normal quickly. I told you the name, normal or abnormal no longer exists. Everything is wrong here. This is unacceptable. This is wrong. Experts say this issue will have, affected you to your mental and physical health. Yeah, no hish.
Witness News reporter Kimberly Richardson spoke to a psychologist about the weather's impact on our health. She's live in the Flatiron District. Kimberly.
Well, David and Liz, if you're feeling sluggish, even though you're getting enough sleep, a bit irritable, and a sense of dread, you are not alone. Experts say being in frigid temperatures like this for a prolonged period of time affects about 40% of people who say their mood definitely declines. Next to those in the Midwest, people living here in the Northeast feel it the most. You may be sleeping more and even lost interest in hobbies you typically enjoy. A leading clinical psychologist at Northwell Lenox Hill Hospital says do not ignore how you're feeling. Dr. Naomi Torres-Mackey shared some pretty simple things you can do to lift your spirits as we all navigate these brutal temperatures. She suggests getting outside as much as possible during daylight hours. She points out sunlight tends to boost serotonin levels and can positively affect your mood. Another critical thing she says you can do, she says practice acceptance.
Unfortunately, we can't change the weather, so.
Oh, really? You suddenly now you guys can't? Because you people were raving online. Anyway, so here's the thing, beloved. This is not only the weather, okay? This thing that you're seeing here is a spirit that is coming upon those people. And the spirit is heavy. And the spirit is bleak. It's gloomy. Yes, they choose this opportunity to blame this thing on the weather, yet those people stay somewhere around Greenland, Europe, Russia, and things like that, and places that it is quite cold. We have brothers and sisters that live in Buffalo, New York, Albany, or upstate New York. They've been living there some of them were born there. They know the cold. Those people are taking this opportunity to say, oh, it's the cold and stuff. No, it's a spirit. The blessing is over. Most of those people, they know what's coming for them.
So rather than resist it, try to embrace it. And I think you'll find that mental shift, however hard it can be, can go a really long way in your feelings about the cold and therefore the way the cold impacts you.
I'm staying inside and crocheting and using my space heater to warm me up a little more, using my oven. Yesterday I went to the Botanic Garden to go to the indoor tropical room just to get some warmth.
Somewhere else you can go look at this. Right now it's peak sauna season, and many regulars and first-timers are heading to Bath House. We stopped by the Flatiron location, which was buzzing with people. Folks were relaxing in saunas. Some heat up to 185 degrees. There's 6 pools ranging from about 50 degrees, that's the cold plunge, to 104 degrees. They offer day passes for this really hidden gem that is good for your mind and body. If all else fails, Dr. Torres Mackey says keep this in mind. She said make it your new mantra. Winter always ends. For now, we're live in Flatiron.
Yeah, not this type of winter. Not this. Not this type. This physical winter that you're seeing out there, yes. But not the mental one. It's going to stick for a while now. Let's keep on moving.
Well, cold weather advisory in effect, which is more or less like a wind chill advisory. These feel like temperatures running.
Number 12. Hey, how long we are into this? Oh, good Lord. All right, let's keep on moving.
Well below zero overnight tonight through tomorrow, especially early tomorrow morning. Take a look outside under clear skies, that deep snowpack, the breeze picking up. So the 12 right now in Lincoln feels more like 0, and that wind chill will continue to tumble this evening and during the overnight. Actual air temperatures right now between about 12 and 15 degrees, though. Newport's at 18, New Bedford 15, and Taunton at 15, as well as Plymouth. We take a look at weather headlines. A weather alert due to the frigid temperatures. In fact, we are quite cold now through Saturday morning. Wind chills tonight through tomorrow morning, well below 0. We'll stay dry now right on through.
So, sub-zero wind chills through Friday and all the way up to the weekend. I'm not quite sure how cold it is for you. Let me see how cold it is for me over there in Florida. What's the temperature out there? 66 degrees. It's 66 degrees where we at. It's going to be tomorrow. It's going to be the 58 and the 50s tomorrow. So this is good. Having a great weather here. Let's keep on moving. Just go to the airplane crash. This is in Colombia, okay? This is a Colombian plane crash, passenger crash, all 15 dead, okay? Now, who are those people that are keep dying in those airplanes? Remember, those guys are not your average Joes or your typical dudes walking down the street or your typical John Does. Those are high caliber men, okay? All right, let me see the Crashing Mountain. Okay, all right. The Beechcraft 1900. 1 + 9. Lost contact minutes before landing in Ocaña near the Venezuelan border. Among the victims were lawmaker Diogenes Quintero Amaya and election candidate Carlos Salcedo. So now you're having lawyers and politicians are dying at an alarming rate in airplane crash. Who knows what those guys been doing behind closed door? Those are the high caliber, high value men that are perishing. Let's keep on moving. Okay, so, well, again, this is the, they want me to report this, but nonetheless. Okay, all 15 people on board perished. Who were those 15 people? Well, we know at least 2 of them were politicians and lawyers. Those are big people. Where they were going? What were they were doing? What have they been doing? So a lot of those guys, they are indeed dying. Okay, I'm deeply sorry for these deaths. My solidarity for their families, and may they rest in peace. Not quite sure who Gustavo Petro was. Oh, is it the president? Okay, I believe this dude, he is one of the
Facebook page, describing him as a man who throughout his life served those who needed it. I am deep zones controlled by the ELN guerrilla group, complicating access and rescue operations. President Gustavo Petro expressed his condolences on X, writing, I am deeply sorry for these deaths, as tributes poured in for the victims. A statement acknowledging the death of Diogenes Quintero Amaya was also shared on his Facebook page, describing him as a man who throughout his life served those who needed it most. Quintero held one of the 16 special seats in Colombia's parliament reserved for victims of the long-running conflict between the Marxist rebel group FARC and the Colombian state. Investigations into the cause of the crash are expected to begin as authorities work to recover all the bodies and assess the wreckage.
So, know what's going on, but hey, the ley line switch. Let's keep on.
A plane crash in northeastern Colombia on Wednesday killed all 15 people on board, including a local lawmaker. The Cerca-operated aircraft lost contact with air traffic control about 12 minutes after taking off from Cúcuta on a short domestic flight to Ocaña. Satana President Oscar Zuluaga confirmed that all 13 passengers and 2 crew members were killed.
Okay, that's the list of the name, man. Maria, Carlos, Orlando, Maria, Mahira, Naisel, Karen, Anerly, Guinness, Diogenes, Natalia, Mayara, Juan, and the Captain Miguel. The captain of this plane was Miguel Vanegas, and his co-pilot was Captain Jose de la Vega. You know who is in the miss? Captain Miguel Vanegas. Nagas. You can't make this up. You can't. Miguel Vanegas. Michael is in the miss. Let's keep on moving.
Were killed. Civil Aeronautics Technical Director of Accident Investigation Alvaro Bello said authorities are gathering evidence to determine the cause of the crash.
Estamos en el proceso de recopilación de evidencias y datos para hacer un análisis y poder identificar factores contribuyentes o tener evidencias factuales para poder desarrollar una línea de investigación con respecto a la aeronave, a la operación, a las condiciones meteorológicas que en este caso
Yeah, it
tenemos.
is always the weather, or because of the weather. Yeah, whatever. Let me see. I believe those are the people that perish in that. This dude, is that what that is?
Impacto.
Among those on board were lawmaker Diogenes Quintero and members of his team, as well as Carlos Salcedo, a congressional candidate ahead of March's elections, according to a passenger manifest released by the airline. Search and recovery operations are underway in the mountainous crash area, and a hotline has been set up for relatives of the victims.
So, what you have here is a bunch of politicians. They are dying. They are perishing. Okay, British Airways plane loses wheel during takeoff. Watch this. All right, this is the 26th, January 26, 2026. All right. Ah, well, I think it's already passed. But they lost a wheel. Oh, that's the wheel just fell right there. Okay, the wheel just fell. All right, so as you can see, those people barely can travel in the airways safely anymore. Let's keep on moving. Men murder over loud music in Orange County. It's just crazy. All right, let's keep on moving.
First at 10, we are learning new details tonight about Sunday's deadly plane crash in Bangor, including that the bodies are still inside the plane. Good evening. Thanks for joining us. I'm Greg Lagerquist. 6 people died in that crash, with the airport still closed tonight, days after it happened. Fox 23's Julia Simone joining us now from the live desk with what we're learning tonight. Julia.
Greg, we are learning that the Bangor International Airport will be opening tomorrow at noon. But we are told this could still change at the last minute as the weather has delayed this investigation.
Our goal is to provide only accurate and verified information.
The director of the Bangor International Airport says as of now, what's left of the Bombardier Challenger 600 remains on the tarmac, encased in snow, ice, and frozen firefighting foam. Bangor police say they've been monitoring the scene since Sunday night. We're learning the victims' bodies remain inside the wreckage.
Do you know how that is, beloved? And this happened Sunday, which, well, they uploaded today, the 29th, but it happened last Sunday, which is barely a week. That your loved one body is stuck, sealed, frozen within those wreckage, and the firefighters foam or water or whatever they were throwing in there to take out the chemical fire. And then you're sitting there like, yo, my dad, my mom, my friend, a person that I know, a loved one, is in there. Man. This is not a good feeling, man. Okay? How long we're into this thing? Okay, all right, got 2 more minutes.
We want to be mindful of the friends and relatives of the victims involved in this accident, as they deserve respect and privacy.
The 4 passengers killed worked for a luxury travel company co-founded by one of the victims. The Daily Mail reports Tara Arnold, who co-founded Beyond, was one of them. The paper reports 3 Beyond team members died in the crash.
So you got people that own luxury vacation. Is that what that is? Is that a luxury vacation? Is that what she said?
Co-founded by one of the victims.
As they deserve respect and privacy.
The 4 passengers killed worked for a luxury travel company.
Okay, luxury travel company. Where 83 will travel and enjoy the blessing. Enjoy the dainties. The trinkets. The perks. The good goods. Little some out there. And they die. Those are not your typical average Joe. In this case, I shall say average Jane. Is that her name is Natalia or Natalie, Tara?
Co-founded by one of the victims. The Daily Mail reports Tara Arnold, who co-founded Beyond, was one of them. The paper reports 3 Beyond team members died in the crash, including...
And they went straight to the Beyond, all right? So now, the thing is, beloved, when you have all those millionaires, billionaires, I'm assuming, die in those planes, you don't know what kind of travel, where those people were going, and who were their clientele. But then again,
a private chef, a wine expert, and the company's luxury event designer.
Again, this is not your average Joe. They got the private chef, luxury this, luxury that, they all die. Listen to this again.
A private chef, the paper reports 3 Beyond team members died in the crash, including a private chef.
A private chef, okay.
A wine expert.
A wine expert. What do they call those people? A connoisseur? A wine connoisseur, okay.
And the company's luxury event designer.
And a designer. Gone.
There was also a pilot and crew member on board. As for the investigation, there are 4 FAA investigators on site, along with 6 members of the NTSB.
NTSB investigations involve 3 primary areas. Number 1, the pilot. Number 2, the aircraft. And number 3, the operating environment.
Severe weather has delayed the investigation, and an aviation expert says it also may have played a role in the crash.
Yes, of course. You know, let's blame it on the weather, you know. If it's not a freaking bird, it's the weather. If it's not Birdman, it's the weather. If it's not Larry Bird, it's the weather. If it's not Danny DeVito as the penguin, it is the weather. If it's not some damn penguin looped up the runaway with freaking bird lotion and bird oil, it is the weather. Yeah, whatever you people are saying, man. Like, yeah, well, go out there. Yeah, you know what, nigga? Say hish.
A little bit of ice, and there have been FAA studies that have shown as...
This dude name is Randy Bumbo. Hey! This dude last name is Clat. Randy Clat. I hope Randy does not have a blood. I hope Mr. Randy didn't get that tick putting in his stack which caused some blood clogging in there. You know, as the Jamaican called Mr. Randy, Randy Clat. Yeah, man.
A little granular effect similar to an 80 grit sandpaper is enough to really disrupt the airflow. And when that happens, then that wing doesn't lift like it normally would.
We are told the plane will eventually be moved to a secure facility as part of the investigation. The NTSB will be providing a preliminary report within 30 days with the information that has been gathered during the initial investigation. A final report won't be released for months. At the live desk, Julia Simone, Fox 23 News at 10.
Happy Jubilee! The album will be released on February 22nd.
Pre-order now on Amazon and Apple. We hope you enjoy the album. Much love.
All right, our album Happy Jubilee for the AK family. We specially crafted this album for you. You can order it tomorrow, January the 31st, 2026. It will be released February 22nd, 2026, during our fast. This is your album. Do your thing. The album is dedicated to you folks, To our brothers, to our sisters, happy Jubilee. We are free. This has nothing to do with us. Whatever garbage is going on out there, everybody's losing their goddamn mind. We are good. We are not moved. We are not dismayed. Well, at least the people that are here in the midst of us. Indeed.
Happy Jubilee! The album will be released on February 22nd.
Pre-order now on Amazon and Apple. We hope you enjoy the album. Much love.
All right, so you can go ahead in the store and search for Big Levi, Happy Jubilee. Let's keep on moving.
About the tragic plane crash in Maine that took 6 lives. The plane belonged to a Houston law firm. It flew from Hobby Airport to Maine, then went down as it tried to take off for a trip to Europe. ABC 13's Mai Shea has been speaking to the families impacted by the tragedy. She's live in the newsroom with what she's learned today, Maya.
That's right. Today we can identify a 4th victim in this tragic plane crash in Maine that took the lives of 6 people. Federal investigators have also arrived at the scene to try to determine cause for this crash, which occurred again on Sunday evening. In fact, just this afternoon, I talked to the family of Nick Mastroscusa, the executive vice president of a hospitality company owned by the Arnold family.
Now, a few weeks ago, about a month ago, Mr. Greg Biffle, him, NASCAR driver, okay, and him and his entire family, mother, son, daughter. What happened to Greg Biffle? Who was asking this question? He perished. His entire family, all of them, gone in an airplane crash. Greg Biffle is not your average typical Southern fellow, that your Southern backward buck-tooth scum. This is a very well-learned, wealthy man, high caliber, high value men, yet he perished. And people like, oh, well, people die in airplane crash all the time. Yeah, not like these ones. Okay, this dude here is, again, another lawyer. Those are the people that make laws. Those are the people that come up with things, that do stuff out there. We don't know what this guy did or his firm did to people like us, our people. Okay, well, they still had the Christmas thing going on.
The family confirmed that he was one of the people on the plane. Mastroscusa spent years working as a chef in some of the world's most exclusive restaurants and resorts, and leaves behind a wife and 3 children. In addition,
yeah, that's the guy.
Multiple sources have already told ABC 13 that Tara Arnold, an attorney and wife of firm founder Kurt Arnold, was on the plane.
Okay, which one is that? Kurt? I don't know which one is Tara Arnold here, but those are the wealthy wives, okay, the high maintenance women, so to speak, as they say in the community. They perish. It's not like they fake their death because they don't want to pay taxes. I don't know where people get this issue, but they die.
Plane also identified is pilot Jacob Hosmer and event planner Shauna Collins. Today, Lakewood Church also said Collins was an employee there and released a statement saying in part, she was a light that brightened our days, and she possessed a beautiful spirit that lifted everyone she met. We loved Shauna dearly, and we will miss her more than words can express. We pray for her entire family and offer them our love and support during this difficult time. Sources tell me the 2 other people on the plane, remember there are 6 total, was a co-pilot and another employee. But neither federal officials nor the law firm have made any official statements right now. Experts believe the snowy weather and icy conditions will certainly be a part of that investigation. We should note the Bangor, Maine airport director has stated previously that during this time of the crash, both commercial and other planes were landing and taking off. So we're hoping.
And it's not the weather. Well, based on the certain things that I read, it was the wife, I believe, Miss Tara right here. Is that what that is? Which one of them is Tara? I'm assuming she is. Well, she wanted to go in Europe for a girl weekend. You know, she took her friends and they get a private jet and then they're gonna go for a girl weekend. It didn't end up too well with those people. If you are a so-called Gentile listening right now and you're in the caliber of those people, and you think these things will never happen to you because, well, either your plane is safe or you don't get into plane or whatsoever. And I'm here to tell you are gravely mistaken. And if you are one of those folks that are cleaving either silently or you are cleaving publicly, loudly, I would advise you sending me an email. There's something that you need to get. It's going to help to a degree if you're sincere. It will help. We have people that have them. If you're a mesure, send me an email. At this time right now, every single one of you, Jews, Gentiles alike, need a Michael Pentacle. Ours is consecrated, activate, and the people that get them can tell you. We got brothers that he has all sort of testimony. A horrible car accident happened. He was supposed to be, the email is there. Let me see if I can get the email. Okay, this is one of our brothers sent us this a few days ago. Shalom, brother. I have not removed my pentacle since I received it. I am truly in belief of the power of protection it has. A friend let me use his truck for a few days. I drove from Mobile, Alabama to Augusta, Georgia, to a family reunion for a few days. On the 20th of October, I left and drove to Greenville, South Carolina, and then on to Mobile on the same day. I had to go assist a friend that let me use the truck. When I got back to Mobile around 11:30 at night, I ended up towing him back to his house and leaving the truck with him and getting in my car and going on home. The next day, he got out in the truck he let me use and was less than 1/8 of a mile from his house, and the steering wheel right to turn, and the truck went straight. The steering column shaft broke, leaving him stranded and unable to steer, and he had to call tow truck. While traveling, I was cruising about 80-85. That happening at that speed, if that had happened at that speed, it would indeed be fatal. All praises to the Most High, and thank you to Michael. With that being said, the AK Family Handbook is truly a blessing. I wanted to find out if you had a good source to help me understand the meanings of the symbol, sound, and the pentacle. I want to understand as much as possible. Shalom, brother. And like I explained to the brother, fortunately, we have class. You can go to our class on Patreon. There's a magic section. And we explained there's another brother that have a magnificent testimony from the Michael Pentacle. Many people get into car accident. They survive because of the pentacle. And they go out there, they tell people. I'm not making this up. And one of the main reasons why I don't go out there and give this thing to anybody or everybody, it is, like I always mention, it is always for the one that in need of it. And you need to be a mesure. That's why we were talking about the $5 challenge or the $5 journey. It's like it's not even, it's like a fraction of that. That's all I can say concerning this thing. Let's keep on moving. Let's go ahead and play the album for the people. Go.
Happy Jubilee! The album will be released on February 22nd.
Pre-order now on Amazon and Apple. We hope you enjoy the album. Much love.
Get the album. Pre-order it on Amazon and Apple. And it will be released February the 22nd, 2026, this year, during our fast. Are you ready for the fast? Are you ready, beloved? Let me know if you're ready for the fast in the comment board. If you're ready, let me know. If you're ready for the fast, let me know. Yay, indeed. If you want to participate in the 2026, so to speak, fast, well, the 2025 fast, go ahead to our Patreon, okay, Big Levi, Patreon, that's what it is, our Patreon/Big Levi. You will find the 2026 40-day liquid fast, which is going to begin this Saturday, January 31st, 2026 at sunrise, which is tomorrow. All right? Okay? So this is the people already download everything. You got all the brothers and sisters here. Okay? All right? You going to need the blood pressure log to log your blood pressure and take numbers and things like that, tracking it. The 40-day, the 40 fast guideline. I didn't put the 40-day there. I gotta correct that. The fast guideline and our 2026 agenda, which will begin on this the March, if you wish to participate in our agenda. Okay, go download them. Go download it on Patreon, only on Patreon. All right. And the link, you should see the link in the video description. If you need the paper, you don't need to be a member. You don't need to be anything, create an account, anything like that. You just go ahead, you download it. And then that's it. You download all 3 papers, 3 PDFs, and then we're good to go. Let's keep on moving.
Who was on board a plane that originated in Houston, then later crashed in Maine Sunday night.
The flight flew from Hobby Airport to Bangor, Maine on Sunday afternoon and then was scheduled to head to a small airport in Paris, France. Amanda Henderson learned who 2 of the people on board were, and one of them worked at Lakewood Church.
Amanda's in the newsroom with these details.
Again, Lakewood Church staff members, among us, but anyway, those Christians are catching hell out there. A lot of it.
Tonight, Amanda?
Yeah, Len and Mia, Lakewood Church says that Shauna Collins was a beloved member and treasured friend to the church. And as victims continue to be identified, questions about how the crash happened continue to pile up quickly. Today, the business jet with Houston ties that crashed Sunday night still sits on a runway in Bangor, Maine. The FAA and NTSB are on site as they investigate what went wrong.
And I don't want to accuse anyone prematurely, but this should never have happened.
Stephen Marks is with a Miami-based aviation firm and is a pilot. familiar with the aircraft that crashed, a Challenger 600.
There were two previous incidences over the last 20 years. I'm not sure that makes a pattern. I think the bigger pattern that we would want to look at is the de-icing issues in general, meaning that there have been other aircraft that have had de-icing problems.
Bangor airport officials say the plane had received de-icing services before crashing during takeoff. 4 passengers and 2 crew members were heading to France, including Houston event planner Shauna Collins. She also worked at Lakewood Church.
Okay, so those were church people, very wealthy church people. They were going to Paris, France, to enjoy the weekend. Nigga, what's up with you? Think you're better than me? And then this is happened. So you Christian out there, this thing is always a joke. And you know, to my dismay, I shall say to my shock, my flabbergast, you people always come into me, Swagger Jack things, go to your channel and backwardly engineering things and claiming that you come up with it or you are studying, you find it, which whatever that you found turned out to be true, but not in your truthful way. And then when we told you those things will happen to you, you know it is the truth, everything that we're saying here. Those are facts. We don't make things up here. You know everything that we say here is serious, it is the truth. But you choose to ignore those warnings. I had no doubt that this woman or whoever family or whoever perishing these things used to watch our show or used to listen to us or even aware of us. They are. But they choose to ignore. If you are one of 83, one of those people, do not ignore this.
Released a statement today saying, quote, she possessed a beautiful spirit that lifted everyone she met. We loved Shauna dearly. And within the last hour, we are now learning about another victim in the fatal plane crash. This is Nick Mastroscusa, who, according to a fundraiser, is a father of 3, a coach, a friend, and a chef from Hawaii. They go on to say that Nick will be remembered for his kindness, dedication, generosity, and friendship. Now, a total of 4 passengers and 2 crew members died in this crash, according to airport officials.
Yeah, slowly but surely getting all the details. Amanda, thank you for the very latest in this.
So, yeah. Pregnant woman fatally stabbed over Facebook market dispute. Oh boy. Okay, this is the dude, you know, it's done. Let's keep on moving. I think this is the same thing. Oh no, this is Stateville. This is Nashville. Stateville, 3 hours ago. Okay, that's so
Breaking news, the NTSB has released a preliminary report after a plane crash killed Greg Biffle, his family.
That's the Greg Biffle one. We just talked about that. See what's going on here.
Killing 7 people in total. I want to read you some of the information that we just got. Again, this is within the last 10 minutes into our newsroom, but we do know now that what they're saying is a cascade of cockpit failures preceded this crash. Now, you may remember this. This was about 6 weeks ago at this point. This was in Statesville. The flight was only supposed to last a few minutes, but it sounds like the issues started happening pretty much immediately after takeoff. And so what we know is that the cockpit voice recorder captured the pilot, Dennis Dutton, saying that his altitude indicator and other left side instruments were having issues pretty much immediately after they went into the air in Statesville. He then transferred control to his son, Jack, who was dealing with the right side of the plane. The right side instruments at that point were doing well. But that is what we know, that there were issues with the instruments in the cockpit. The pilots notated that in the recording. And so they were aware of this and were trying to deal with this in the flight. We're going to break down more. This is obviously a preliminary report. And we're going to go through these documents and see what else we can find here.
You know, anything, man, just whatever cascade, you know. There was water in there and then the waterfall cascade in there and that's what's caused it. No, okay, well, you guys are the expert. Another plane crash, okay? Now, those are the people that's supposed to go to Mars. Those are the people that's supposed to go to the moon. Those are the people that's supposed to go to other planets.
And we've been tracking this breaking news since our noon newscast. A NASA jet making a dramatic gear-up landing at Ellington Airport.
Yeah, an employee shared this video with us. The good news, the 2 people on board are said to be okay. Jason Miles was the first reporter on the scene. He's live from Ellington with more. Jason.
Hey there, guys. Yeah, the WB-57 jet used for research by NASA is still on the runway behind me. You can see it through the fence here. That's where we saw the crew members, 2 pilots presumably, exit the aircraft with the help of emergency personnel. Plenty of fire trucks and an ambulance obviously were on site earlier as well. Let's get back to that dramatic cell phone video. That response, of course, by emergency personnel following this gear-up landing that happened around 11:30 this morning. Someone who works here, as you mentioned, shared the video with us. That person did not want to be identified, but told us he noticed the jet circling, thought something must be up, but never expected to see it make a belly landing like this. Obviously, it was probably a little jarring considering the flames and smoke that erupted from underneath the plane from the friction there. According to a NASA spokesperson, a mechanical issue of some sort led to the gear-up landing. As with any incident, NASA says a thorough investigation will be conducted into the cause of this incident. They confirmed the crew members were safe here at the scene, and again, we saw
Well, you know, the cause of this incident was they were shot down by aliens. At the same time, alien doesn't exist. Yeah, you know, this is what you people are doing, man. I mean, NASA is supposed to, you guys supposed to go to the moon. You guys supposed to conquer the heavens. You barely can land a plane. And then you people going to, I don't know, get out of here? You're going to go to your rapture? Or is that what that is? Is that what you people are coming out there and try to claim that NASA is so advanced, they got alien tech? I don't know, man. Just
exit the aircraft. One of them actually took a look around the plane before going over to the ambulance. According to NASA's website, this is one of 3 WB-57 aircraft based here at Ellington and used by Johnson Space Center, again, for research purposes. No word.
Research purposes. This plane is freaking huge.
Word on how soon that aircraft may be moved, but the runway it is on will be closed until then. Meantime, we've seen other activity and heard other activity here at Ellington throughout the day. For now, reporting live, Jason Miles, KHOU 11 News.
All right, Jason.
All right, Jason. You know what to do, Jason. Let's keep on moving. Oh, that's bright line. All right, what's going on over there? Okay, high-ranking politician dies in plane crash. This is in India. Deputy Chief Minister of Maharashtra, I believe that's a state, Ajit Pawar, was on board his charter aircraft with 4 others in India. Lately, India been. This is when did this come out? Oh boy, that was. Let's see the description right here. This came out January 28th, 2026, which was yesterday. Okay, so those politicians, as you can see, they are dying. All right. The jet was traveling from Mumbai to the minister's mansion. Is that what that is? To his home region. And then people are saying India lost most corrupt politician today. God take all of them one by one. It seems that, it seems that those people, they are dying. The only one is taking them down one by one. Remember the Iranian, whatever this dude was, leader, died in a helicopter crash a year ago? Those people are dying. This is not counting those that are dying in car crash, which they are not reporting.
And hard to believe that it's already been 1 year today since the DCA deadly
plane crash, and so many people thinking of the victims and their family and friends during this very hard time. 1 year in the making right now. I want to bring in a special guest to help break it all down, what has been learned since this year, and what we still need to know about as well. So let's please welcome in Captain Ron Alvarado. Great to have you on, Ron, former Marine One commander. Always great to speak with you. And I was just thinking, leading into this, I can't believe that it's already been a year.
So, let me see. Before, I love that video. I'm gonna play it. Delivery robot hit by bright line. Gentiles trying to control the narrative. That's what they're trying to control. Brother Big Judah. Let me see. More bright line crash happened. Coldest weather. Years coming. We did this. Doomsday clock move. Mom unable to save son. Investigation into 2 failed shot shooting death. All right, so it's been a year since that fiasco happened over there in Washington. And they are coming out there trying to telling you, well, this thing was caused by whatever that they said. And then after that, it's done. It's done. It's not going to happen. That was they say last year. And we just watched within the anniversary of this thing, multiple airplane crash that are involving high caliber folk. Lawmaker, millionaires, people that own luxury business, and they die. Okay? I love this video, man. I gotta play it all the time. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10 seconds. Oh shit. And he already yo, I simply can't get enough of this, man. Yo, it took this dude 10 seconds, which there is nothing he could have done about it. And he killed a woman, okay? This happened in July 2016. This video released by the CTA shows a now fired train operator's actions in the moments before he straight struck a woman in the red line recently on the south side, as in Chicago. And here's the thing, beloved. Train doesn't stop like this. I don't know if the woman died, but train, it's not something you can stop. You'll need at least a good minute to stop a train. Okay, but so I just love watching this video, man. But anyway, let's go into train now.
Right now at 3:30, a food delivery robot gets stuck on the Bright Line train tracks and is smashed.
It was all caught on camera, so our Local 10's Brett Neese speaking to residents in the area about it. He is live in Fort-Lauderdale with more on what this could all be about. Brett.
Well, Caroline and Ginny, so many of these food robots are able to get through busy intersections like this one in Fort Lauderdale. They're able to do it safely. But this particular robot, stuck on the tracks, it met its match. And it begs the question, has the technology behind some of these robots outpaced public safety?
Oh, it's gonna crush it. Oh, it's gonna crush it.
A helpless food delivery robot stuck on the tracks as a train barrels towards it. Unable to do anything for the little guy, bystanders can only watch as the train crushes it and whatever food was inside.
No!
The impact enough to cause the Bright Line to come to a temporary stop.
No!
Scary, and I mean, glad it's just a robot, but that it needs to be better managed.
I think the robot should have gotten out of the way. The Bright Line doesn't stop for anybody.
As more and more of these food robots hit the sidewalks, more and more have issues. Like this one. Its wheels stuck off the side of the curb. Fortunately for it, 2 people passing by stopped to save it and with a pat on the back, sent it on its way.
I think sometimes these cameras where it's self-driving autonomous vehicles, they can't really see the full picture of what's going around.
Automated AI, all of that is really, really scary. I think people need to be a little more concerned than they are.
You've seen them in Brickell, downtown Miami, Miami Beach, and now they're taking over Fort Lauderdale, receiving mixed reactions from those who live here.
I used to work on Brickell. We saw them all the time. Again, it's taking away jobs for others, delivery especially, delivery people. But it is convenient in a way, especially if you can't leave the office and you need food delivered to you. So I think, it has pros and cons just like everything else.
No people injured in this particular crash, fortunately, just the robot. We have reached out to Brightline and both the company that owns that robot. We have yet to hear back. Live in Fort Lauderdale, Brett Neese, Local 10.
Yeah, great glory. Let's keep on moving.
Our big story at 5:30, Brightline crashes often seem to happen in specific areas along the tracks. Yeah, we often see us reporting on these crashes, and they seem to be at the same crossings every single time.
Because there is a ley line over there, and then when it's switched, there's nothing you can do about it. We keep telling you people this, but nonetheless.
But for some reason, the Orlando area doesn't have the same issue.
Fox 2 Drive's Esther Bauer is live in Palm Bay. Esther, some people would like to see safety improvements there.
Well, some people feel the rail infrastructure is stronger in Orange County than what we have here in Brevard. I'm here at the Port Malabar Boulevard intersection, and you can see we have sidewalks that go right up to these tracks, and there are no fences in the area to keep people from going on the tracks. A woman nearly lost her life here at this crossing around Christmas, but people are still divided on whether or not tragedies like these can be prevented. A terrifying situation caught on camera when a woman attempted to run right onto the tracks as Brightline barreled by.
It was scary, honestly.
Dominic Novilli witnessed the attempt last week. Palm Bay police responded and the person was found and Baker acted.
You can keep people off the tracks.
Thankfully, no one died on the tracks in this near tragedy. Back in September, Fox 35 told you about a deadly crash involving a Brightline train. A driver allegedly tried to go around the lowered arm when the vehicle was hit. The driver died. Now some Florida lawmakers say enough is enough, saying Brightline could be doing more to prevent situations like this in the first place.
Have longer and safer gates at grade road crossings. They need to have higher fences. They need to invest in suicide prevention awareness and programs that we've seen have worked in other regions.
State Senator Carlos Guillermo Smith says Orange County doesn't have deadly Brightline incidents like this one back in September because they have fences and elevated tracks that don't intersect with cars.
Yeah, whatever. So this was January 1st. Brightline always in the list. It's not like they stop. It's just I don't report them, okay? Doomsday clock.
The world is getting closer and closer to the end. At least that's what the Doomsday Clock says. Today, the Bulletin of the Atomic Scientists released the time for 2026.
It is the determination of the Bulletin Science and Security Board that humanity has not made sufficient progress on the existential risks that endanger us all. We thus move the clock forward. The Doomsday Clock is a tool for communicating how close we are to destroying our world with technologies of our own making.
You can destroy the world, man. It's just your world is already destroyed. You people are gone. You're out of here. That's all. Okay? And this is another tragedy that happened because of the cold.
Yeah, there was 3 heroes that day.
3 brothers.
I tried to pick one up, put him on the ice. It would just break and keep falling in.
Whose lives were cut short.
And I tried to help the other one. There was 3 of them, only one of me. That's what happened. That's why I couldn't save them.
6-year-old Howard Doss, 8-year-old Caleb Doss, and 9-year-old EJ Doss died Monday after drowning in a pond near their home where they were staying. Their mother, Cheyenne Hangeman, says she was outside with her kids when the boys went off to play. She says she warned them to stay away from the water. However, her youngest son, Howard, tried to ice skate and fell in.
Her older sons, Caleb and EJ, jumped in after him.
My daughter came running, so I ran. She said they're drowning. She said they went in.
Cheyenne jumped into the pond.
When I seen them, they were struggling. And I know their bodies was already in shock. The water was freezing cold.
She says the ice kept breaking as she tried to pull them out, but everything happened in seconds.
I tried to fight for my kids' life, where I had to watch them struggle and drown, and I couldn't help them. Nobody put that in the story where I got saved, where I almost drowned.
Well, alligator babies.
Investigators say 2 federal officers fired shots during the shooting death of an ICU nurse in Minneapolis over the weekend. That confrontation happening Saturday. A struggle broke out after video shows agents used pepper spray and tried to physically subdue Alex Preddy. That's when the struggle broke out. During it, one agent finds a holstered gun on Preddy. The nurse was legally allowed to carry a weapon. On the video, you also hear a verbal warning about a gun. 2 agents fired shots. Shortly after the shooting, members of the Trump administration referred to the nurse as a would-be assassin. President Trump today saying he didn't think that Preddy was an assassin.
Well, I haven't heard that, but certainly he shouldn't have been carrying a gun. But hey, look, bottom line, everybody in this room, we view that as a very unfortunate incident, okay?
Right.
Everyone.
You should be carrying a gun. What? In America? Okay.
Unless you're a stupid person, very, very unfortunate incident. I don't like that he had a gun. I don't like that he had 2 fully loaded magazines. That's a lot of bad stuff. And despite that, I say that's a very unfortunate.
President Trump and members of his administration are telling reporters there will be an honest and thorough review of that deadly shooting.
And here's the thing. Those people still don't know. They still can't see that the curse is upon them. This is the same thing that's been happening to our brethren. But you guys ignore it when they told you those dudes, they will kill you for anything. But you people act like you don't know what's going on. So anyway, beloved, the album is here.
Happy Jubilee! The album will be released on February 22nd.
Pre-order now on Amazon and Apple. We hope you enjoy the album. Much love.
So the album is going to be released February the 22nd while we are in our fast. You can order it tomorrow the 31st through Apple and Amazon. Big Levi, Happy Jubilee. And for those of you that want to participate in the fast, go download the fast guideline. The link is in the description. Great glory. I will see you. You know what? Let me get this right quick, right? So I won't forget about it. Link to the fast. Go download the PDF to get the 40-day, the blood pressure, the guidelines, and our agenda. Beloved, I will leave you with peace. I will leave you with love. And I say, Shalom. I'll see you tomorrow at 12 p.m. Eastern Time for the first day of our fast. Are you ready? 7 p.m. I'll see you folks, okay? Shalom.